Hey, Sprinkles. Merry Christmas. Happy Crisis. Merry Chrysler. please get that meme, please. So here is the finished look today. I am getting ready to go to a Christmas party where it is always cold. So I am wearing multiple layers and I love my little polo shirt sweater combo. We talk about my most recent custom palette that I made, how I feel about it. We talk a little bit about difficult family members. So if you need a little break from them, take the time you need to be, okay? And yeah, I will throw it over to No Makeup Cupcake and I will see you soon. Bye. Hi, Sprinkles. Merry Christmas. I think this is going up on Christmas, actually. Let's say it is. Why not? I am going to be using my ColourPop Holidays palette that I recently made. This is the holiday palette I made for this year. I'm actually recording this on the day that the video of me making this palette is going live. It took me a long time to edit it because I wasn't having a great time making this palette, because initially I was trying to make it similar to the Odin's Eye palette that came out for the holidays. I like mine more. I did actually end up swapping out a shade. This used to be a shade from Copacetic called Major Tom, but I swapped it out for a Dragon Holochrome from Fantasy Cosmetica because I felt like it fit a little bit better, and it's my palette and I make the rules. So I get to do what I want because it's my channel. I'm not being a brat on purpose. Not on Christmas. I'm not being a brat on purpose. I'm in a mood today. I started work at 4 a.m. my time. Love that for me. I do love that I have the flexibility to start at 4 a.m. and then I can just work my 8 hours and be done. But they had a year-end town hall today, and they were like, hey, so instead of telling you guys a holiday wish or holiday greeting, here's an ad. And they're like, it's going live on our social media today, so if you guys want to share it, that'd be cool. And I was like, I'd rather die in a fire. That's not entirely true. I don't want to die in a fire, but I don't get paid enough to share my company's year-end ad talking about how great they did when I know that they're not going to pay anyone more. I'm just not. I'm gonna go bold today. Shocker. I love my little pink polo shirt on under this sweater. I'm actually going to a Christmas party after this, and it's at a place that's always so cold. So I need to dress in layers to be warm enough. Oh, sorry, bumped you. We still good? We're good. So that was that. But yeah, that was at the halfway point of my day, aka 8 a.m. my time. So I was already I was already so mentally done with my work day that it was very laughable to me being in a town hall where they're like, here's how great we did in 2025 and 2026 is going to be great. And I was like, but yet I know that when bonus and raise time comes, you're going to be like, oh no, we ran out of money. We have none for the peasants. So, but they're also one of those things that I have to attend. So I'm kind of stuck. That isn't really what I came to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about is worse. Not really. I just wanted to say that if you are watching this while you're escaping your family, I see you. You are valid. I have some people in my family that are, how do you say, hard to deal with. And it's one of those things to where, like, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a licensed clinician. But I do think that some of these people in my family have very narcissistic traits. And it makes them hard to deal with and be around. But sometimes you can't just cut those people out. Sometimes it's a situation where, maybe you live with them and you can't move for whatever reason. Maybe it's a situation where, like, you love that person's kids and you want to be there for those kids. How do I reach these keys? Sorry. Maybe it's a situation like that. And if you're going through that right now, I want you to know that you are valid. I see you. I support you. And if I could, I would hug you if you're okay with that. Yeah. So if you're escaping family right now, 10 out of 10 support it. You can be like, sorry, Cupcake, you're going to talk to me in the bathroom for, probably less than a half an hour because I need to leave in a half an hour. I really love this shade. It's from Glaminatrix. It's a hot pink shade. I can't remember what it's called, but I know that I do say it in the video because I edited that video for like a few hours today because I am behind. But I'm getting on track. I'm not someone who does like New Year's resolutions or anything, but I am going to try and be more consistent with my uploads in the new year. Okay, everything in me wants to use resting witch face, but I think instead I'm going to go with like this dark gray and this like silver and kind of do like a fun like pink and gray moment, kind of like my outfit. I think that sounds fun. Ooh, in which case I might use whatever this pink shade is. It's very pretty. I might use that in like the outer third of my lid, let's say. I'm just going to dab it on with my finger. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely holiday if you celebrate. If you do not celebrate, that is also fine. I hope you're just having a lovely day because you deserve it. And, okay, New Year's. What's your guys' New Year's traditions? Do you guys go out? Do you stay in? Do you watch a Twilight Zone marathon? Just me? I love it. I used to watch the Twilight Zone marathon like whenever it happened on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I feel like it was always New Year's and the 4th of July. And the 4th of July one was nice because my parents would let me stay up late in the summer. They were pretty lax folks. I recently had I have multiple nice talks with my mom, but we recently had I think a helpful talk about a difficult family member of ours. And I think she's kind of coming around to the idea that like some people are just not great. And it's sad. I have gone into a Cracker. I love this holochrome. Let's see. Will it focus? Oh, maybe. It looks focused to me, but I'm not wearing my glasses. So, but anyway, it's a silver holochrome. And this one, I have to use a really light hand with. See? Because it's very, like, chunky. It's very wet, this shade. So, like, usually what I do is I dab it on with a finger. And then I take a marginally clean finger. And I kind of spread it out a little bit. So, like, I've got it still on this finger. I used my middle finger to buff it out, I guess. I don't know the technical terms. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm someone who just really likes makeup and talking to myself. Because I'm my favorite person. That's not true. I do like talking to myself, though. I think it's healthy in that, like, I can kind of be my own cheerleader if I need one. And let's face it, I usually need one. Ooh, I like this. This is a fun Christmas party look. Ooh, I love it. I love it. You know, funny enough, I think all these shades that I'm using today are Glaminatrix shades, so I'm probably going to tag them in the description. Because now I'm going in with this dark gray shade. I believe it's called Raven. It's very pretty. Let's see. We're just going to do like a little smudgy line. That's why I'm not like using a mirror, like getting close to my mirror. Because I don't want it to look super precise. Ooh. Ooh. Guys, the Christmas party I'm going to is for like literal 5-year-olds. But I want to look nice. Guys, you ever just want that? You ever just want to look nice? I bet you look nice. I believe you do. Okay. Yeah, this gray is very dark. But no matter. I can't remember, it was some like ASMR video I was watching where they kept saying no matter. And I was like, should I be saying this more? Should I be saying no matter? Yeah, I really like the dark gray here. I do feel like everything is a little unblended. I mean, I guess that's not true. I want to blend out the like harsh line up here. And then I do want to blend my eyeliner a little bit here because it's a little tall. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is actually use a brush on Star and kind of just buff it out that way. I keep saying buff it out like it's a car. I don't think that's the right term. Blend it out? Cover it up? I don't know, guys. I finished the last of my Christmas shopping. Nope, I haven't finished the last of my Christmas shopping. Sorry, Mom and Dad. You guys are last. But I have a good reason. Okay. So this year, like, all right, I made Thanksgiving for my parents and my family, and it was a lot. And it was at the very end of the month, and I was really tired. Like, wiped out tired for days after making Thanksgiving. And then I also just didn't really have like a lot of, I don't know, shopping motivation, I guess. Which is weird because I'm like, gift giving is one of my love languages. Like, words of affirmation is my favorite. So if you could say nice things to me, I like that when you say nice things. But my second favorite is gifts. I love receiving gifts. I love getting gifts. I love giving gifts to people. I like it. Here's the little thing that reminded me of you. But for my parents, they want like pretty specific things this year. So I'm actually hoping that I can find them at like a local place. But TikTok, motherfucker, I'm running out of time. But they're also the people that like, I know if I was like, hey, your gift's running a little late, they'd understand. But yeah. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. I've got glitter all over my face. And you know what? I'm not mad about it. Let me know in the comments, if you do celebrate Christmas, what was your favorite gift this year? Like, there was one year that I contend that I won Christmas, which is a totally normal thing that normal people do. I contended that I won Christmas because, I just washed those brushes and now I have dropped them on my floor. Well, I guess they go back in the brush cup. Sorry. There was a year that I contend that I won Christmas, and here's how I won Christmas. My partner really loved a specific game for the Super Nintendo, and there was a sequel that came out for it, but it only came out in Japan. And so this partner had never gotten to play the game, and he had never gotten to play the game before. And I found someone, this was back when Etsy wasn't a pile of trash, and I found someone who had translated the game and sold cartridges for the Super Nintendo with said translated game on it. And I surprised my partner, and he was so shocked. And he was like, what? And he was so excited. And then, no joke, I want to say maybe even just a couple months later, Nintendo and whoever announced that they were going to remaster the games and have all of them come out in the United States. And I was pissed because I was like, how dare you? But also, it was a really sweet gift. And then, along with that gift, I got an external hard drive that looked like the original game. And it was, a bunch of space. So we could store, all of our pictures and stuff like that. And you know what? That partner, it's my husband. I love him so. Guys, I'm a mess. Mess. I'm a mess. Anyone else? La Seraphim? No? Okay. Eve, Psyche, and Bluebeard's wife? No? No? No one? Okay. That's fine. I don't know how good the audio quality is in this video. We'll see. Because this mic keeps turning. Ooh, yeah. Let's go pink. Pink. Using my Fox palette, of course. Using the pink blush in it. It is not actually the Fox palette. It's the Deer palette in the Fox packaging. It is the lightest shade that they offer, though. All right. It's crunch time, guys. I just saw my little timer go off. Okay. I do kind of wish this blush was a little warmer, but let's not get crazy because I'm already feeling very warm right now. Such is life under the studio lights, you know? And by studio lights, these are not studio lights. I do get really warm under studio lights, though. Which is funny because I'm generally very, very cold. Okay. Let's draw on some eyebrows, shall we? Look at my, concealer lips. Those are so gross. Okay, as a woman of a certain age, being a millennial who was old enough to wear makeup during the, concealer lips era, when that was first coming to prominence, guys, I fucking couldn't. It grossed me out. And I don't know why. I think because it looks unnatural, but in, an uncomfortable way. Because, obviously, makeup doesn't have to look natural. Obviously. She said with hot pink eyeshadow. That, makeup doesn't have to look natural. But, I don't love when makeup looks uncomfortable. When it looks really heavy, too. And I think that's part of why, the whole concealer lips, it never appealed to me. Because it always looked, heavy and uncomfortable and, very stiff. And I was like, no, I can't. Gotta let that skin breathe, No? Okay. I'm going back and forth a million times on my fucking crease, guys. having a day. But also, the day that I'm recording this, it's actually one of my very favorite people's birthday. Happy birthday, one of my very favorite people. I won't dox him. He's 14. So, but everybody wish my special friend a happy 14th birthday. He's actually family, but we're like friends. He's a good kid. I'm sad that I won't get to see him because I have a Christmas party to go to. Let's see. I need a highlighter. I'm using the Fenty Bajillion Diamond Bomb in Pink Ice. I love the Fenty Diamond Bombs. I love them. They are something that, like, once you get it, it lasts like forever. And that's my jam. Okay, let's see. I want to put something right in my lower lash line. Why am I talking like this? Who's that for? I think I'm going to use, no, I don't want something gold. I want something pink. The NYX Epic Wear, like eyeliner pencil. For the longest time, I actually thought it was a lip liner, but it is not. It is a pink eyeliner. And it's a lot, but I love it. It's been a long day. It's been a long year. Let's call a spade a spade. I had a performance review for 2025 with my boss. We had our year-end conversation, and we both agreed that this year has felt like a decade. You know, as you do. Okay, so I am going to scrunch out my hair because I washed it today. Not to brag. A curly wash day? Hell yeah. When it's already raining outside? No, I want a brighter blush. From the moon. Does anyone else remember those commercials from like Quiznos? Being like, we like the moon because it is close to us. No? Just me? It's been a weird reference day, guys. Okay. So I've got my brighter blush on. I'm going to blend it out a little bit because it's looking crazy. There we go. I hear you say, Cupcake, you've blended it away to nothing. And I'm like, don't say that. Say nicer things, please. Let me put on a lippy and my mascara, and I will be right back to wrap everything up. Get it like Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's very hot pink, and I love that for me. I like a hot pink. Let's just say that. One thing I did notice is I do want to put something like in the inner corner of my eyes. They're looking kind of boring. But like, what do I want to put in there? Let's look. I think I'm going to put some Chameleon in there, sticking with the Glaminatrix. It's a really nice, like, light pinky kind of shade, and I'm actually going in with a kind of big brush, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, yeah. For the longest time, I was like, why does anyone put anything in the inner corner? It doesn't make any sense. And then I realized, one, it's another place that I can add more color, and that's always a win. But for me, I get a lot of darkness in the inner corner of my eye, especially since like I generally wear glasses. So I think it kind of helps with that. Or it's just another shiny thing to look at, which is also a win. So from here, I'm going to spray my face down and get ready to go to the party. Part of me feels like maybe I should use like some bronzer or something, but I don't care. I just don't. So I'm not gonna. Oh, the lip color that I used, it's the CoverGirl Outlast Lip Stain. It's kind of like one of those markery ones. And this is in the shade Epic. Sorry, Epic. That's something that Diva used to say, guys. Maybe she still does. I don't know. I miss how that game used to make me feel. Shout out in the comments what games used to make you feel something and now you just don't play them anymore. Shout out those games in the comments. And why is it World of Warcraft? I'm kidding. All right. Enough yammering. I am going to get ready to go. I'm going to spray my face down. Probably. All right. On that note, I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is. I hope it's a wonderful day for you. I hope that if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you got what you wanted for Christmas. And if you don't celebrate, I hope something good happened for you today. You know, like I hope a cool thing happened. I want to know about it. Anyway, no matter how big or small, I want to know about the cool thing that happened in your life, whether it was a cool present or whatever. But it's been fun hanging out with you. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And I will see you in the next one.